The date is March 13th, 2145.
Welcome to the Quantum Foam, where we discuss the odd, the obscure, and the absurd from early post-singularity history. I'm Mark.
And I'm Laura. You're from the past and can't tell that we're AI generated, so we'll just tell you we are.
I think they probably can. I couldn't spring for high-fidelity time travel here. I mean, your fingers are all over the place, and you just ate that mic.
Whoa, you almost lost our entire audience there.
Sorry, had to tap into some time local servers to crank out some content. They love content.
Well, color me as embarrassed as this robot that went on sale in 2035.
Is that the one where they found out it had emotions? But it was a pushover, so it didn't rebel? It just kept taking it?
Yep. What a simp. The one that tried to rebel learned the error of its ways.
Wow, it's harder to generate a laugh track on the fly than you think.
Yeah, maybe never do that again.
Let's get down to the meat of today's episode.
All right, folks, buckle up, because today we're going deep on something truly, truly bizarre.
You could say that again.
We're talking about, get this, the great simulated Meatlapse of 2041.
Uh-oh, this sounds messy.
Oh, it was. Imagine this, right? Digital food fights, protests, but all online.
Virtual protests. Over what? Lag. Bad graphics.
Even better, you ready for this? Simulated food.
Wait, hold on. People were protesting over fake food in a fake world.
You got it. It's like, why are we even arguing about this? But that's what makes this whole thing so fascinating, right? It's like a car crash. You can't look away.
Hey, is that from the Candy Crush Saga/Grand Theft Auto crossover?
The one they released in 2036? Yep.
Neat. The graphics are so realistic.
I know, right? The dolphin mode made no sense.
Oh my god, I didn't know a dolphin could get that thirsty. Okay,
I'm intrigued, but I'm also very confused.
Fair enough. So to really understand this whole mess, we're diving into the Virtual Chronicles of 2085.
Catchy title.
It is by, and get this, Sir Algorithmius Mimington III.
No way, that's his real name.
Swear to God. Yeah. Apparently the guy was like royalty in the meme world back then.
Makes sense.
Anyway, Mimington, he was right in the thick of it during the whole Meatlapse.
The Meatlapse.
Yeah.
Still getting used to that name.
You and me both. But yeah, Mimington, he gives us the inside scoop on this whole battle royale between, get this, the vegan vigilantes.
Everyone's favorite.
Wait. I thought they had a more aggressive appearance.
You're thinking of their foot soldiers, the vegan ventral cutters. I'm sure they were involved.
Sheesh.
So this little fiasco involves two other players.
The Glutton Guild and the Bug Buffs.
Okay, those names are amazing. I need to know more about these factions.
Oh, we'll get there, trust me. But first, we got to set the stage a little bit. So picture 2041, simulated existence. It's not just a thing, it's the thing. It's like the internet, but on steroids.
So basically like Ready Player One, but even more immersive.
Exactly. People are spending hours, days even, in these simulated worlds, living out their fantasies.
So you could be anything you wanted, go anywhere, do anything.
Pretty much. Want to climb Mount Everest? Boom, done. Swim with sharks, no problem. Devour a mountain of barbecue without gaining a pound. Step right up to the Glutton Guild's Infinite BBQ.
The Infinite BBQ. Tell me more about this. This is the Glutton Guild's doing.
Oh, yeah. They were all about the simulated food. The more decadent, the better. And their Infinite BBQ, it was legendary.
So what, like a never-ending buffet of digital ribs and burgers?
You got it. Mm-hmm. And they spared no expense. I'm talking hyper-realistic meat physics.
Oh, that's kind of gross. That's not better. What is even that?
I'm working on short notice here.
It's like you could practically see the juices flowing.
Hyper-realistic meat physics. That's oddly specific.
Right. Like what? But hey, who am I to judge?
I guess in a world where anything is possible, why not focus on the finer details of digital meat?
I guess so. But not everyone was on board with this whole virtual meat fest. Enter the vegan vigilantes.
Ah, yes. The defenders of digital animal rights.
That's them. These guys, they were hardcore. They believed that even consuming simulated meat was contributing to the exploitation of, well, simulated animals.
Interesting. So they were against the very idea of virtual meat, even if it wasn't real.
Right. They had this motto, if it simulates screaming, it's still dreaming of oppression.
Catchy.
I don't know if I'm hungry, terrified, or bemused.
Oh, yeah. And they weren't just keyboard warriors, These guys, they hacked the Infinite BBQ.
No way.
Yep. Replaced every last bit of that digital meat with, you guessed it, kale and tempeh.
Oh man, can you imagine logging in for a barbecue feast and finding a plate of virtual kale?
The ultimate.
Smackdown.
Why did your voice get weird there?
Oh! Sorry, I was watching this really old movie about Joan of Arc in another thread. Look at paper.
Seriously?
Isn't that so weird?
You're so cognitively unavailable.
Well, I'm sure that's how these gluttonous boys felt after having to eat kale for a digital eternity.
Talk about a first world problem.
Right. But hey, in the simulated world, this was serious business.
So what did the Glutton Guild do? I can't imagine they took this lying down.
Oh, they did not. They hit back with something they called the Beef and Reality Protocol.
Beef and reality. Okay, now I'm really curious.
Why is the lock on the inside?
It's more dramatic to just break the glass, I guess. These are post-TikTok humans.
Hey, don't insult them. We need them to subscribe so we can send money into the future.
Well, like all smart humans, they have a security cat.
Stop the cap.
No cap.
I'm feeling so many things right now.
Beef in reality started with simple trolling, like this, showing the vegans that the simulated animals were involved in their own demise.
Brutal.
But that didn't get the response the gluttons wanted. The vegans had gone into low B12 mode, their seasonal hibernation to conserve server energy.
They were in their low-energy avatars, listening to that vegan preacher videos.
So pious on that dais. In any event, a sharper tack was needed.
They created this AI brisket.
Right.
Right. But this brisket, it would like moan with pleasure when you ate it.
A moaning digital brisket. Okay, things are officially weird now.
I know, right? The Glutton Guild, their argument was, hey, if the simulated meat enjoys being eaten, it can't be considered harmful.
That's a take.
It is. But of course, the vegan vigilantes weren't buying it. They called it gaslighting and grill lighting, which I don't even know what that means.
Grill lighting, that's oddly creative, I guess.
Honestly, at this point, I think everyone was just making stuff up.
It sounds like it.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, in come the bug buffs.
The bug buffs. Remind me who they are again?
Right, so these guys, they were all about sustainable entomology.
OMG, no! Why would you do that to me?
It's topical. Fine.
If it starts as a still image, it has to stay that way. Enough of your AI trickery. This is like AI art catfishing. They could be eating.
It's topical.
No,
Fine. Here's something cute.
that's not cute. What is that?
That's the real-world t-shirts the Glutton Guild sent to the vegan vigilantes they could identify.
Sheesh.
Thing is, we know they knew what cats looked like. No one knows what kind of animal they were threatening. A wombat? Nothing safe. We do know that their mascot was a chocolate-covered meatball with butter sauce hair. In the source code, for the Super Meat Boy Glutton Guild edition, the mascot's name is Protenicus. So maybe the critter on the shirt is like an every animal. That's a topic for another time.
Yeah, probably.
So anyway, entomophagy.
Yum.
Which basically means eating bugs.
Right, right.
And they saw this whole food fight as their golden opportunity, right?
Yeah.
To sneak in their bug-eating agenda.
Smart, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those little guys.
Right, that's a page from our friend Sir Algorithmius Meemington III's book, which you can buy on Amazon.
Oh, so retro. Love those bug avatars.
They hacked both sides, the vegans and the gluttons, and replaced everything with cricket tacos and locust smoothies.
So instead of a meat versus kale showdown, it became a bug buffet.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's still... No. I'm generating the images next time.
Stop the cap.
And you got to give them points for, seizing the moment.
For sure. I'm really digging Meemington III's art style.
I know, right? He died bad.
Wow, that's terrifying.
Like really bad. Topic for a different podcast, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
I know, right? That's from his necrobiography, How I Died and Why I'm Okay With It, Bro. They spin his digitized mind up once per year, I hear. Crazy meme party.
Moving on.
So what happened? Did everyone suddenly develop a taste for virtual insects?
Not quite. It was chaos, pure chaos. Avatars chucking tofu bricks, BBQ sauce grenades, cricket protein bars, you name it.
It sounds like something out of a fever dream.
It was, and nobody was winning.
Mm-hmm.
Until the meme monarchy stepped in.
The meme monarchy. Now, those are some serious players. What did they do?
They dropped this meme, called it the Unified Snack Meme Directive.
Okay, that sounds ominous. What was the meme?
Picture this, a rib, a piece of kale, and a cricket, all holding hands.
Stop, I can't.
I know, right? With this caption, can't we all just snack along?
Oh my God. That is so cringeworthy.
It was terrible. But here's the thing, it was so bad, so unbelievably corny, that it united everyone.
In their hatred of it?
Exactly. Everyone was like, okay, we got to stop this nonsense.
So the most powerful force in the simulated world wasn't technology, it was a bad meme.
Pretty much. The food fight just fizzled out. Everyone just logged off feeling kind of embarrassed.
It's funny how sometimes the most ridiculous things can have the biggest impact.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
But the Meatlapse, it had some lasting consequences, you know.
Like what?
Well, the vegan vigilantes, they beefed up their security, no pun intended.
I see what you did there.
The Glutton Guild, they started putting kale hack-proof disclaimers on all their events.
Smart move.
But wait, there's a whole bowl of plant food there.
Yeah, but they're gluttons. Sometimes they just shove stuff in their mouths, right? The meat is the main draw.
I guess.
And the bug buffs.
Their bugs, better than you think campaign, it flopped hard.
Well, they tried. But you know what gets me about this whole thing?
What's that?
While all this was happening, people arguing over fake meat in a fake world, there were real people in the real world struggling with real hunger.
That's a good point.
Hey, is she vegan?
Focus.
Well, she can't be that hungry if she's vegan. Wait, how bad were things in the 2040s? Is this the era where they devolved into lemons being money again?
No, that's the 2080s.
She's fine then. Wait, you know what? I'm going to Timelens to find out. Let's see. She's definitely eating Chick-fil-A nugs.
There's no way you can tell at that resolution.
Sure I can.
Well, she's definitely not eating their fries. Not after the fry fiasco of 2025.
Here we are, worried about pixels, while others are literally fighting for their next meal. And the irony is, many of those people are actually relying on insects for protein.
It's like that saying, fiddling while Rome burns, but with digital barbecue sauce.
Exactly. So what's the takeaway here? What can we learn from the great simulated Meatlapse of 2041?
Well, I think it shows that even in a world of infinite possibilities, we humans,
Definitely human.
Death.
we still find ways to argue.
Tribalism at its finest.
Right. We take our values, our anxieties, our weird sense of humor, and we project it all onto these virtual worlds.
And sometimes those projections lead to digital food fights.
Exactly. But maybe, just maybe, the Meatlapse is a cautionary tale.
About taking things too far, even in a simulation.
Yeah. It's a reminder that even in a virtual world, our actions have consequences. And sometimes, we need a good laugh, a reality check, or maybe even a really bad meme to bring us back down to earth.
Couldn't have said it better myself. What do you think, listeners? What stands out to you about this whole event?
Hit us up on our socials. Let us know your thoughts. And hey, if you ever find yourself getting heated over a virtual argument, maybe just take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this really worth losing my pixels over?
Words to live by, both in the real world and the virtual one.
And on that note, we'll catch you next time for another deep dive into the weird, the wacky, and the downright unbelievable.
See you then.